So I've just opened up Lightroom for the iPad. I'm opening it for the first time, so this is just what pops up on the screen for me. So it says, welcome to Lightroom, make magic by easily erasing unwanted objects and distractions with generative remove. This is one of the new AI features, which you can use or not use as you choose. You can also skip this kind of tutorial, but let's just see what it is. Powerful selection. So you can make edits to specific parts in a single tap to unlock your creativity. Unlimited presets, which is really cool. You can discover presets for skin tones, landscapes, and more, or create your own. So a preset is sort of like a filter, but it's very cool in that you can control the specific parts of it. If you've ever used a filter that just didn't work because the photo was too dark or the filter was too dark, this gets rid of all of those issues. It's a lot more customizable. And boundless editing tools, using our state-of-the-art editing tools for free, including color mixing and grading. So that's pretty cool too. And you can grab colors from different parts of the photo, which is what it's showing you. But let's get started. Let's look at the specifics. I do not have internet. Please hold. Okay, we're back. I am going to continue with my Adobe account. I really have no problem sharing my crash data. I actually love when they improve whatever it is you're working with. You can try Lightroom Premium that has a lot of like extra features and things like your AI, generative, whatever, and the masking elements. Any of the premium features are going to have that little blue circle with the star in it, and a lot of other stuff. Honestly, I'm not going to do the premium today. I may change my mind, so I'm just going to close out. So I've just uploaded this image of clouds from just from my photo library, and this is how it pops up immediately for me on the iPad. So you can auto edit, which honestly has enhanced some of the colors in a way I think is pretty cool. But if you want to do it by like your own controls and have a little bit more control about it, we can look at favorites, we can look at basic profiles, artistic options. I kind of like the pinkish one. That's pretty cool. And it can give you just some different effects and things as you go. These are just the basic profiles as they come. So this has all the black and white filters, but it also, presets, pardon me, but it also has certain presets where it will enhance like the blue or the green or the yellow tones that are already in the image. So that's why, even though it's black and white, it's giving you a specific color. We have modern and vintage options. I kind of like, I like modern 6, that's a good one. I'm adding it to my favorites. I've just hit the little star button. Also, there's thunder in the background, so if you hear that happening, that's what that's about. The vintage ones are pretty cool too. I like this one. This one almost makes it look like a little bit like film to me, which maybe that's intentional, who knows. But so there's all these profiles that exist already. You can go into light and do all of these different features manually. So you can adjust the exposure, the contrast, highlights, shadows, whites, blacks, whatever. You can do colors as shot. You can do custom. You can do auto white balance, WV's white balance. You can sample different parts of it to balance to that portion of the white. There's also the undo button at the top if you don't like the features that you're adding. We also have an option for color mix. So you can go specific to each color that's in here, which is so cool. So by the reds, by the orange, yellow, green, blue, and so on. Changing the luminance, changing the way that the hue appears. There's not a ton of red in this. Let's go for blues. Right, you can make it sort of psychedelic. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, so you may not choose to go quite this dramatic, but it just shows you the full range. You can kind of peek those little features up. You can go for different effects. I do like to add a little bit of texture. I think it makes it a little bit more interesting visually. So you can add some grain. Obviously, I'll go way up so you can see how extreme you can make it. I would not make it that extreme personally. But if you like a really grainy look, you know, maybe you want to, who knows. But so the cool thing is you can really get into all of these specifics. Detail sharpening is good if you're working with something that's very hazy and you don't want it to be. If you take it to the extreme, maybe that's a little more than you want, but again, all of this is up to your own personal preference. And then optics. You can just mess with some of these features and see what you like. The geometry is a premium feature, which you can do, and that can mess with perspective or correcting, parts of the photo itself. Things that I would traditionally think of as like Photoshop options. So we have our presets. These are premium options. We have recommended options, which is so cool. It's actually analyzing the picture for community presets. These are crazy to me. Oh my goodness. And you can kind of search through, like, this is so cool. That looks very cinematic to me. But there's a lot of cool options. So these are just ones that community members have made and put in that you can use. You can create your own and set things as a preset for yourself. There's also, let's just hit done. I do not want to upgrade, thank you. There's also, get out of here. There's also crop options, rotate, the simple things like that. You can flip it, whatever, change the aspect ratio, straighten things, whatever. But there's a lot that you can really get into in terms of detail and color and the specifics for editing the appearance of your photo. So all the way recommend Lightroom. Even without upgrading to premium, there's a ton of really fantastic options that are available.